Oh, lab, how I have missed you. It's very rainy and windy this morning, so I'm just going to take the bus so I can get the train and I'll be in the lab soon. I'm glad the train wasn't full. It's dark because it's winter. At work, I always grab a mask because it's COVID and I've managed not to get sick, and I'd like to keep it that way. I don't want to have to deal with long COVID complications, so I'm asked. Oh, there's snacks. So this year I've decided not to do a lot of snacking. They provide snack at work, so I might just have a peanut, although I might be allergic to peanut. Oh, let me see. Tea. I like tea. These are from last year because I left them there. I'm going to fill my water bottle, put my breakfast away, and where's my lunch? My lunch. I might not always have them. Fridge is empty, which is usually the case. Hopefully I don't forget them. Let me quickly check my sample in the -80 freezer. Whoa, okay, I'll come back. A piece of clothing that's synonymous with being a scientist is clearly lab coat. So I leave mine in the corridor because it's just easier access. So I'm going to put mine on before I get into the lab. I will not leave my jacket there. I'll take it to another part. Oh, lab, how I have missed you. Hello, BSc. Another layer of personal protective equipment, PPE, to the lab coat is the wearing of gloves. And there are different types that you wear. I'm just wearing latex nitrile, right? And there are two types. You have the regular cut that sits maybe right at your wrist, and you have the extended cut that goes above your wrist. So right where that scrunch up part of my lab coat ends, that's where I want it to go up. I'm struggling to put them on this morning. I don't know, I might have gotten fatter in my fingers over the break. I tend not to wear my watch because I don't want it to break the gloves and then introduce contamination while I'm in the cabinet. I don't wear goggles because it fogs up, so I wear a mask, a face shield, and I just spray it down with 70% ethanol, which is a common practice, all interior panels, and slow motions to wipe that ethanol forward, so it's from back to front you work. And I will clean the outside as well, and then I'll use a second layer of protection, which is germicidal UV. Because it's been a while since I've been here, I'm just going to check on my samples to see what's going on. Okay, my incubator. I had some lion's mane that I'd bought, and I was trying to isolate some, so I'll try to grow it up. I don't know if it's lion's mane, but we shall see. This desiccated, it dried out. I'll just transfer it again. That should be fine. So yeah, I didn't leave a lot of samples here. I'll just put them back for now and go look at the plants. So I'm going to check on my plants. Oh, sorry. See? Looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Healthy looking plants. Yep. So for today, I am going to be, or we're going to be, my teammate and I, we're going to be testing some things in our plants because sometimes chemicals can be toxic to the plants. So we're going to test it out. So yeah, one of my first tasks back in the lab, and I'm excited. It's a bit early, I'm tired, but I'm excited. Double checking my task that I have for today, and I'm going to start it while we do it. So where's my initial? So create labels, I'm going to start that, and I'm going to grab the labels. I need a step stool, so I need, so we have a lot of colors. I need yellow because I use yellow for the control, and I'm going to grab, all right, some white, some blue, and then I'm going to grab some pink just in case, and then you'll watch me label. We spend a lot of time labeling, at least in the lab I work with, or all the labs I've ever worked in. And I like color coding. That's just how my brain works. I like chronological order. And there are specific colors that I know I'll always use throughout the process that I'm working with. So then we have to tag all the plants. So whether it's 10 plants, 150 plants, or 300, we'll go through after we've put like our treatment codes on it, like what we've sprayed on it or what pathogen is on it. We go through and then we put it into pots. So each tray that you see there, it holds 10 pots, so 10 plants, and sometimes we have a lot of those. And I personally prefer using sticks. I'm sad that I didn't think of getting popsicle sticks versus, because those are wooden, versus plastic sticks, because I try in my work to reduce my plastic waste or how much plastic I use. But that's how it was. And we realized that we've run out of plants, so we'll have to go get more. I need a new set of plants, so I'm going to just grab these. I'll have to, oh, it's going to make a mess. Go outside and transplant them. Whoops. Need to find pots, and I hope we have the pots that I need over here. Oh my god. All right. Struggle. All right, I'm going to take out one. Pots. Oh, I need to be in here. Actually, there's some here. I need 10. Out, soil in. Oh, it's dry. All right. I don't usually grow the plants or transplant them, so that is taking them from their germination tray into larger pots that we'll actually run the experiment with. But there's a team that does that. But because I undershoot how many that I gave them that I wanted, so that's why I'm transplanting these 10 extras. So my next task, we're going to do a spray, right? And oh, they're all the way up there. I'm going to need a ladder. So let me grab my mask. Then I need this. Oops, that's loud. To the ladder. Okay, so I need to get ready to do my spray. So I have to take this off and put on a respirator, and then I'll do that. Alright, this is a mask. Uh-oh, I think I've broke the mask because that thing should not be on the outside. It should be snugly inside. And I hope I didn't, because we really need to go do the spray. So that protects us from inhaling the chemicals that we're using in our spray. And it mimics what the farmers do in the field, because I'm working agriculture, but we're just doing it inside in a controlled environment. So I'm going to go ask my coworker to help me because she has a mask too. So we figured it out. Now I'm putting on my HEPA filters. I think they're HEPA filters. It helps us to breathe while we're wearing it. You want to put it on not too snugly. Put your disposable lab coat on, some water boots, and this is what I look like. So now we'll apply the spray. And so we will line out all the plants like in the order that we want it to. So we usually go from most, like top up, least concentrated to most concentrated, and we'll rinse our specialized equipment in between. We will purge it just so that whatever is left in it, we release it before we rinse it and put on another bottle with chemicals. And I like taking images, so that's how I do my observations. I'll take images and I'll make notes. The images I will share with the chemistry team because it is in collaboration with them. They make up the chemicals that we're using to test if they're toxic to the plants. And I'm using two different phones, one to record it and then one to take images. So that phone I've been using since I've been working at this company. And something I learned from my grad advisor when it comes to images or the work you do, if you can't publish them, even though I'm not publishing in industry, it doesn't make sense you take the images. So if you can't use them in a professional sense for other people to use it, then don't take the images. So I ensure that I'm taking images of what the chemical look like to match it up with the images of the plant. So some things that I look for: what is the coverage like? Did it get on all leaves, most of the leaves, just the top leaves? Did the bottom leaves get? What is the appearance? Is it shiny? Is it in droplets? Is it small droplets, large droplets, medium size? Is it running off the leaf? The uniformity. Does it cover the leaf entirely? Is it pitchy patchy or only some leaves? Does it get on both surfaces? Sometimes you do a little stretch because you've been in there. The mask, the respirator is hot, it's humid. The growth chamber might be hot too because of the plant conditions. And yeah, so you don't want to be sore, especially if you're doing it for quite a period of time. So as I said before, we're basically mimicking in a smaller scale what farmers would do in the field. Obviously, they would be out maybe with a backpack sprayer, but we don't have the room for that. And so we're going to take a pause for some news. I just want to pause and say thank you for watching so far. And I like being a scientist and I like what I do. And so I hope you like the videos. If not, whatever. Please, I would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and also comment so we can chat. So we're finally done with our spray, and so we're just ensuring that we're rinsing properly the bottles that had the chemicals, because we don't want that going back into the environment, and we will pour it in a specialized bin. So yeah. Whew, I'm finally able to take the mask off. As I said, it's so hot and humid, and it is such a relief. Oh my God, it is hot as hell. And I take off my lab coat with the gloves on inside because you don't want to be touching the outside of the gloves that will likely have chemical on it. And then I'll just fold it up and put it in specialized garbage bins. Then I was filling out some notice that should go in the growth chamber to say we've done a spray, keep out, but my coworker had already done that. So shout out to her for doing that. So I'm finished my first task for 2023. I don't know if you can see the line. It's from the respirator. So I am going to just go home and then work from home for the rest of the day. It's all in a day's work. It's 11:30. I'm done, so I'm going to head home and work from home.